Hey everyone, have you ever wondered what happened on February 7th throughout history? Let's embark on an incredible journey today to discover fun facts, shocking events, and some mind-blowing achievements. If you think you've seen it all, wait until you hear what went down on this day. Stick around till the end, trust me, you won't want to miss this. Oh, and don't forget to comment with your favorite historical moment or share anything you know about February 7th, and we might feature it in our next video. Alright, let's start things off with some fun facts. You might know February 7th as just another day on the calendar, but trust me, this day is packed with hidden gems. Did you know that on this day, in 1964, the Beatles made their first appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show, changing the music world forever? I mean, can you imagine? The screams, the excitement, the sheer Beatlemania of it all? It's mind-blowing to think that a single performance could have such a massive impact on music history. But that's February 7th for you, a day for legendary moments, and we're just getting started. Now let's get into the serious stuff. Historical events. On February 7, 1965, the first American combat troops landed in Vietnam, marking a turning point in the Vietnam War. This wasn't just another deployment, it was a significant escalation of a conflict that would have profound and lasting impacts on both countries and the world. We're talking about a war that divided a nation, sparked protests across the globe, and left an indelible mark on the American psyche. But February 7th isn't all about conflict and turmoil. In 1992, on this very same date, the European Union was officially created with the Maastricht Treaty. This wasn't just some bureaucratic agreement, it was a major shift toward European unity and collaboration, a testament to the power of diplomacy and shared goals. Think about it, centuries of conflict and division and then, bam, the birth of a unified Europe, right there on February 7th. It makes you wonder what other incredible feats of diplomacy are hiding in the annals of history. Moving on, here's something that'll chill you to the bone. On this day in 2007, the runway of a famous international airport in Russia saw one of the most tragic crashes in history, involving a cargo plane. We're not just talking about a minor incident, this was a major disaster that sent shockwaves through the aviation world. Air disasters like this remind us of how fragile life can be, how even the most advanced technology can fail, and how quickly things can go wrong. It's a stark reminder of the importance of safety regulations, the dedication of first responders, and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of tragedy. Let's just take a breath here before diving into lighter topics. And hey, do you guys think planes are safer now than before? Let me know in the comments. Chapter 4, Notable Birthdays. Alright, moving on to brighter things. A lot of incredible people share February 7th as their birthday. Let's talk about the brilliant scientist Charles Darwin, born on this day in 1809. We're not just talking about any scientist, we're talking about the man who revolutionized our understanding of life on Earth. His work on evolution, natural selection, and the origin of species changed the way we view ourselves and our place in the natural world. And who could forget the amazing inventor Thomas Edison? Born on February 7, 1847, he gave us the light bulb, literally lighting up the world. Think about it, a world without light bulbs, phonographs, or motion pictures. Edison wasn't just an inventor, he was a visionary, a man who dared to dream big and change the course of history with his inventions. Chapter 5, Deaths and Legacies. Unfortunately, not all events are about celebrations. On February 7, 1990, the world lost one of its most remarkable human rights activists, Andrei Sakharov. We're not just talking about any activist. We're talking about a man who stood up to oppression, challenged injustice, and dedicated his life to fighting for a better world. The Russian physicist and dissident fought tirelessly for peace and freedom, enduring persecution and exile for his beliefs. His courage and unwavering commitment to human rights serve as an inspiration to us all. February 7th isn't just about new beginnings. It's also a day to honor legacies, to remember those who came before us and fought for a better future. It's about recognizing that the fight for justice, equality, and freedom is an ongoing one, and that we all have a role to play in carrying the torch forward. Chapter 6, Amazing Inventions. Let's shift gears now. Did you know that on February 7, 1894, the first ever movie studio opened in New York? That's right. This was the birth of the modern film industry with Thomas Edison, yes, that Thomas Edison, leading the way. Imagine a world without movies or TV shows, no Netflix, no Marvel Cinematic Universe, no epic movie nights with popcorn and friends. Shocking, right? Well, I guess we'd all be reading books a lot more. But who's got the time for that, right? But seriously, the opening of that first movie studio on February 7th wasn't just about entertainment, it was about the birth of a new art form, a new way of telling stories, and a new way of seeing the world. Chapter 7. Now, February 7th isn't just another day in history, it's also a day of celebration. For example, in the United Kingdom, February 7th marks National Safer Internet Day, encouraging people to stay safe online. We're talking about a day dedicated to raising awareness about online safety, promoting responsible digital citizenship, and combating cyberbullying. How many of you spend more time online than you'd like to admit? Raise your hands in the comments if you're addicted to the digital world like most of us. But in all seriousness, National Safer Internet Day is a crucial reminder that while the internet offers incredible opportunities for connection, learning, and creativity, it also comes with risks that we need to be aware of and address. Chapter 8, Cave and Sea Incidents. But hold on, we've still got more stories for you. On February 7th in 2014, a tragic cave collapse occurred in Mexico, trapping explorers underground. We're not just talking about a minor cave-in, this was a major incident that captured global attention and sparked a desperate race against time. Fortunately, all were rescued, but it was a sobering reminder of how dangerous exploration can be, how quickly nature can turn against us, and the incredible bravery of rescue teams. And speaking of danger, let's head to the sea. In 1992, a major storm hit the Mediterranean, causing chaos for sailors and fishermen. This wasn't just another day at sea, this was a fierce storm that tested the limits of human endurance and the resilience of ships. Sometimes nature reminds us just how small we are in the grand scheme of things, how powerful and unpredictable the forces of nature can be, and the importance of respecting the sea. Chapter 9. Independence and World Events. Let's finish up by taking a global look. On February 7, 1962, the United States imposed an embargo on Cuba, a decision that would change the course of history. We're not talking about a minor trade dispute, we're talking about a major geopolitical move that shaped relations between the two countries for decades. The embargo had a profound impact on Cuba's economy, society, and relationship with the United States. And here's a more positive note. Did you know that February 7th is celebrated as National Independence Day in several countries, including the Seychelles? It's a day to honor freedom and sovereignty, to celebrate national identity and cultural heritage. It's a reminder that the pursuit of independence and self-determination is a universal aspiration, and that the fight for freedom is an ongoing one in many parts of the world. Chapter 10 closing, CTA and cliffhanger. So, what do you think about all these crazy facts? Pretty wild, right? History can surprise us in so many ways. Now here's the question for you. What do you think is the most significant event that happened on February 7th? Or do you know something we missed? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you love history as much as I do, you should check out our previous video where we explored everything that happened on February 6th. It's packed with even more unbelievable facts. Just click on the link at the end of this video and stay tuned for more exciting content every day. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to stay in the loop. Outro until next time. That's it for our whirlwind tour of February 7th in history. From the Beatles to cave collapses, from national celebrations to international embargoes, this day has certainly seen its fair share of remarkable events. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.